Have you noticed any slowdowns or issues with your YouTube lately? Well, you're not alone. There's been a recent wave of YouTube users reporting unusual delays and glitches, particularly those who are using ad blockers. It's been causing quite a stir, with speculation swirling around the digital water cooler. Some users have been left scratching their heads, wondering if their internet connection has suddenly turned sluggish. Others have been planning drastic measures like reinstalling their browsers in an attempt to fix this mysterious problem. But the plot thickens. It seems the issues might not be as straightforward as they appear. Could this be another chapter in the ongoing saga between Google, YouTube, and the ad blocker community? Or is it a big accident caused by ad blockers tinkering with YouTube's code? The answers might surprise you. Let's dive into the details and uncover what's really going on behind the scenes. To understand the current situation, we need to journey back to YouTube's past confrontations with ad blockers. Over the years, YouTube has taken a variety of measures aiming to discourage the use of these pesky tools that sidestep their ad revenue. In the early days, the platform would deploy pop-up messages, sternly informing users that using ad blockers was in direct violation of YouTube's terms of service. The message was clear: stop blocking our ads or risk losing access to our content. But the ad blocking community wasn't deterred. And so, the video sharing giant shifted its tactics, resorting to more subtle yet equally impactful strategies. One such method involved adding a 5-second delay to the initial site load for users with ad blockers. An inconvenience, sure, but a small price to pay for an ad-free viewing experience, many thought. This tug-of-war between YouTube and ad blockers is an ongoing saga, with each party continually adapting and evolving to outmaneuver the other. It's a classic cat-and-mouse game played out on the digital battleground of the world's largest online video platform. Yet, as we've recently seen, even the best-laid plans can lead to unintended consequences. A case in point is the slowdown experienced by users of AdBlock Plus version 3.22. The ad blocking community was quick to point out that the issue was not with YouTube but rather with the AdBlock code itself. A bug report was published, and a fix promised in the subsequent version. This episode, while a hiccup in the grand scheme of things, underscores the complexity of the relationship between YouTube and ad blockers. It's a relationship that's fraught with tension, marked by a delicate balance between the rights of users to control their browsing experience and the needs of platforms like YouTube to monetize their content. This isn't YouTube's first rodeo with ad blockers, and it certainly won't be the last. As the digital landscape continues to evolve, so too will the strategies employed by both sides. One thing's for sure, this is a game with no end in sight. Recently, AdBlock Plus shed some light on the issue with a bug report. This report detailed some performance issues that users were experiencing, all attributed to the recent version 3.22 of the ad blocking extension. In the report, AdBlock Plus explained that these problems were unintentional side effects of their latest update, rather than a deliberate attempt by YouTube to discourage ad blocking. The issues ranged from longer loading times to some features of the site not functioning properly, all of which were caused by alterations made to YouTube's code by the ad blocking extension. The report went on to state that the performance issues were not universal, with some users experiencing more severe problems than others. This discrepancy was attributed to the various ways in which the ad blocker could interact with different user setups and browser configurations. But there was good news on the horizon as well. AdBlock Plus assured users that they were already hard at work on a fix. The upcoming version 3.22.1 was touted as the solution to these problems, promising smoother performance and a return to the functionality users had come to expect from the platform. This wasn't the only perspective on the matter, however. Raymond Hill, the developer of uBlock Origin, another popular ad blocking extension, chimed in with his own analysis. According to him, the issue was limited only to AdBlock Plus and its offshoots. He suggested that blaming YouTube for the slowdowns was an incorrect diagnosis. This whole situation has presented a fresh twist in the ongoing saga between YouTube and the ad blocking community. It's a complex issue with many moving parts, and it's a reminder of the delicate balance that exists between user experience, ad revenue, and the technical aspects of running a site like YouTube. So, while it may be tempting to lay the blame solely at YouTube's feet, it's important to remember that the reality may be a little more nuanced. After all, software development is a tricky business, and sometimes bugs just happen. The issue, it seems, might not be YouTube's doing after all. uBlock Origin developer Raymond Hill has a different take on the matter. He presents an alternative perspective, suggesting that the slowdowns and glitches users are experiencing may not be YouTube's doing at all. Rather, he points a finger at AdBlock Plus and its spin-offs as the potential culprits. Raymond Hill is a respected figure in the ad blocking community, known for his work on uBlock Origin, a popular ad blocking extension. He's got a keen eye for detail and a deep understanding of how these systems function. When he says the issue is limited to AdBlock Plus and its spin-offs, it's worth paying attention. According to him, the problem might not be YouTube trying to penalize users for blocking ads, as some have suggested. Instead, it might be a bug in AdBlock Plus's code that's causing the slowdown. A bug, mind you, introduced in version 3.22 that's reportedly fixed in version 3.22.1. The issue, Hill asserts, is not universal to all ad blockers. Rather, it's specific to AdBlock Plus and its derivatives. This implies that the problem may be intrinsic to these specific ad blockers, rather than a broad issue affecting all ad blocking extensions. Hill goes further to say that blaming YouTube is an incorrect diagnosis. It's a bold claim, challenging the narrative that YouTube is the bad guy in this scenario. But is it plausible? Well, it might be. YouTube has been accused of many things in the past, but intentionally slowing down its site for ad blocking users seems like an odd move even for them. Is YouTube trying to drive users away from ad blockers and towards YouTube Premium? Or is this just a bug in AdBlock Plus's code? It's a complex issue with no clear answers, but one thing's for sure, it's a fascinating cat and mouse game that's unfolding between YouTube and the ad blocking community. So, who do we believe? Is YouTube the culprit, or is it a case of mistaken blame? The jury's still out, but in the meantime, it's an intriguing debate to follow. Regardless of the cause, the user experience has undoubtedly been affected. With YouTube's performance hiccups, users have found themselves caught in a whirlwind of confusion and frustration. Imagine settling down for your usual YouTube binge, only to find that your beloved platform is crawling at a snail's pace. One user lamented, "I thought there was something wrong with my internet connection." An all-too-familiar sentiment echoes among the community, turning the routine act of video streaming into a guessing game of potential technical issues. Another high-ranking user was left so perplexed that they planned to reinstall Chrome, hoping to solve this mysterious slowdown. It's a testament to just how impactful these performance issues have been, driving users to take drastic measures in search of a solution. This cat-and-mouse game between Google, YouTube, and the ad blocker community has left users in an uncomfortable limbo. Users are left in the dark, wondering if their internet connection is to blame, or if it's time to reinstall Chrome. In the end, the cat-and-mouse game between YouTube and ad blockers continues. We've journeyed through the twists and turns of this ongoing saga, from YouTube's tactics to persuade viewers to disable ad blockers and subscribe to YouTube Premium, to the introduction of pop-up messages and site load delays. We've explored the bug report from AdBlock Plus and the differing perspectives within the ad blocker community, and we've empathized with the user experience, the confusion, and the frustration. This is not a black and white issue, it's a complex dance between tech giants and third-party developers, between profit and user experience, between advertisements and uninterrupted content. And as always, the end users are caught in the middle, trying to navigate this ever-changing landscape. So what's your take on this? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on this developing story.